Good morning, everybody, Earthlings, or evening, or wherever you are. Just a quick follow-up to the multi-millionaire video last night. My point very much was people who complain, right? People who complain who are on 25 grand or more, not just generally people who are on 25 grand or more. I know lots of really rich people who are very nice people who have great character. And I had a lady comment who was very upset, sort of took it personally, and I didn't mean it in that way. So I am sorry to her or anyone else who saw it that way. And other people who've mentioned, have I ever had need to call on the police? Yeah, loads of times, and I'm sorry, they've always been bloody useless. It's because they're very much after the event sort of people, if you know what I mean. By the time you've been burgled, it's over, done with. What can they do, I suppose? And yeah, the other story about the prison story last night, got my scrapbook out, and here we are. I don't know if you can see that. There's the picture of Graham and Sammy and me. Girl who goaded police is behind bars at last. Written by Stephen Wright from the Daily Mail. That was their front page. Nice. 300 grand, I wish. I've never even seen that amount of money in my life. Talk about a witch hunt. It was a very, very intense and super weird situation to find myself in, and for Graham. And it's just one of those things. These weird things seem to happen to me. I don't know why. Really weird coincidences as well. One of the little yellow chickens, one of the dudes that hid behind my petticoats, he came to join us in Spain, and I lent him my car. And he went to Malaga for some reason. I think he went to pick someone up from the airport or drop someone off. Anyway, a little plane had landed on the motorway, and I'll try and find this front page of the Sur in English. Anyway, so there was a traffic jam, and the CCTV took pictures of the traffic jam. And the front page of the Sur, they had homed in on my friend's face in my car, and he was as much on the run as I was. What's the chance of that? On the front page of the local newspaper. He just sort of woke up bleary-eyed one morning and he went, "Oh my God, is that me on the front page?" And I looked and burst out laughing and said, "Yes, it is. What's the chance of that?" So these really weird, bizarre coincidences, they happen to me all the time. Do they happen to anybody else, or is it just me? So yeah, I've been skint all my life, and when I was arrested here and thrown in jail, we were living in a caravan that was so small it looked like an egg. I mean, 300 grand. Do me a favour. And it's bit by bit I will tell you the whole horrifying details of the story, and it is quite horrifying, actually. It is. Anyway, I've got lots of stuff to do today to get on with, but I thought I'd just upload this to clarify that point about the multi-millionaires. It's really people who use food banks when they're on that kind of money. I know, all right, maybe you live in London and it's really expensive. I don't know your circumstances, but bear in mind that when I was skint, I'd buy the odd packet of spaghetti, and then I find out years later some woman, she could have been lying, claiming on Facebook she's on 38 grand a year and she's using a food bank. And I'm like, what? And a lot of people have asked, how do we survive on that 6 grand? Well, Graham earns 6 grand as well. A bit more than me, actually. You just got to make do. You have to make the best of what you've got. And you have to eat a bit leaner. And that's just it. I'm just happy to be alive. And I've got my faculties, more or less. And you've got to count your blessings, as opposed to moaning. I mean, I could moan all day long about that. I mean, yeah, I went through big time self-pity for a long time, but I got over it, pulled myself together. You have to. And also to some of the ladies and gentlemen who have mentioned that they have lost children. Their children have actually passed away. Makes my problems pale into insignificance. My heart genuinely goes out to you. I can't imagine. And even like being in jail and the lady and all that, God bless that lady. I wish I could find her again. I really wish I could. I love her. It all pales into insignificance. I have my 2 children. So life is too short. Be nice to each other in the comments. I've read some fabulous stories in the comments. I wish some of you guys would start a YouTube channel, because your lives, whew, you've been through some stuff. I mean, there was the lady who said that her mother, when they were living on a boat, found a black mamba on the boat and just picked it up with her hands and threw it off. They're one of the most deadly snakes in the world. That's an incredible story. I really wish you would start YouTube channels, guys, and share these gems. Anyway, I've got to get on today. I'm going to be super busy today, so I might not have time to read all of the comments until tonight or tomorrow. But I will, I promise I will read every single comment. And I'd like to say hello to Helen. You know who you are. Helen's been with me since my first video, and she's growing on me significantly. Have a great day, everybody, and keep smiling. Over and out from Gibraltar.